afford a home. I don't feel safe. Groceries are way too expensive.
I just want to know what would possess us Americans to stay in this godforsaken country any longer. Like, I love the idea of, it's going to get better and I'm going to stay here and fight, but like, it's getting worse. It's getting worse. Like, they've taken away women's rights, the homelessness. We can't afford rent anymore. We're making living out of our car like a thing now. Groceries are too expensive. Healthcare, don't get me started on the shit that they put in our foods. So I honestly, I want to know, honestly, why do you guys still want to stay in this country? Honestly, I saw something about how 2024 is going to be the mass exodus for Americans living in the US. And I can totally see that happening. Like, they are pushing us out. They are making living in this country being a burden, and like the American dream now is to leave.
Hear me out. I really feel like the new American dream should be us getting with a group of friends, our tribe, our family. We get a piece of land. We off-grid that hoe. We homestead that bitch. We solar power everything. We grow our own food. I feel like that's the goal right now. Like, fuck paying $1,800 for one bedroom rent. You raising everything but the wages. You're poisoning our food. Inflation is real. Taxes is crazy. Like, it's just not adding up no more. You get what I'm saying? Like, shit just not making sense. And I'm not the only one to feel like that. So I feel like if we all collectively do the same shit, they wouldn't know what to do. They need us more than we need them. And I'm tired of living like this. This is a rat race. This shit is depressing, and they want us to be depressed. We supposed to be high vibrational, and they know that. So they're doing everything in their power to keep us from vibing high. I think it's time to disconnect, but that's just me.
Do you know what the real American dream is? A work-from-home job in the States, but to live in another country. I am so above this game of playing corporate America and worrying about credit scores and personal finance and all that shit. I no longer have a dream car or some boat or some toy that my pride really wants. And I just want to be at fucking peace. I just feel like this shit is so fucking ghetto here. Fuck money. Fuck the cold weather. I understand when my grandparents just hung out on the porch all day just judging people that walk by.
So I've been seeing everybody talking about wanting to leave America and like the US just being the ghetto, which has been the ghetto. And luckily for me, God gave me a revelation and woke me up out of my sleep and told me to leave America a couple months ago. And so I've been living out of the country for a couple months. I knew that the economy was only going to get worse, that things were only going to get worse, and I just like really had to be real with myself. Like, do I want to keep struggling my entire life? Do I want to live a life where I have known nothing but struggle, or do I want to go somewhere else and kind of take some of that pressure off and start to enjoy life? And my life has completely changed. Like, the quality of life has changed, the quality of food has changed, the way I feel every day has changed, my skin has changed, my weight has changed. Like, everything about me, my outlook on life has changed. My dreams and goals are not changing, but they're evolving in a better way because I'm closer to my dreams. If you have the urge to leave America, do it. It's definitely easier said than done, but plan for it, do research. I literally got into a mode where I just kind of went silent. I stopped posting, I stopped doing everything, and I just dug into research about leaving the country, and I left. And I'm enjoying it, and I'm gonna go to another country soon, and I'm just really happy. Like, I've had to put some of my dreams on hold, like, and one of my dreams is acting, but you could be an actor at any age. I don't think that God will not allow me to live that dream at some point in my life, but for now I just am prioritizing my health and my mental health, because people get into that career and they make bad decisions because of their quality of life, because of their thirst to get over to that other side. Because I'm not thirsty to live a life of prosperity because I am living that kind of healthy and mentally healthy life here. I'm not desperate for material things or status or this or that, or to be seen by my peers as somebody who's doing well in their eyes. The only eyes that I care about is God's eyes and how I feel in my heart and how I feel mentally. So to prioritize the way I felt, because I was ordering Uber Eats, like y'all talking about how much Uber Eats costs, how much it costs just for them to take your food. Like, it was to the point where it was pushing me over the line. Every time I was ordering Uber and my food wasn't showing up, I was ready to cry. When I would get food, it would be nasty. I would be ready to cry. When I would get food at a restaurant, it would be nasty. I was ready to cry. When I would go to the store, fruits wouldn't be available. Vegetables, I was eating zucchini a lot. Zucchini was never in the store. It was never available. Apples started to be real shiny and feel real, like to the point where it was like, I know it's wax around this. Like, I just mentally couldn't take it no more. The food, the quality of life. I was going out with my friends, and I'm just like, all y'all doing is getting drunk and doing drugs, and I'm sitting here drunk with y'all ass. One time I was walking in the club with no shoes on, like, what are we doing? What are we doing? We finna be old. Like, and honestly, I should have took that walking in the club with no shoes on to my grave, but anyway, I didn't. So it's like, we doing things, we drunk, we doing all of this to like numb really life. Like, don't get me wrong, I love a good turn up. I'm not actually drinking because I'm depressed, but it's like, we drinking because we don't have nothing better to do. And like, the life that I want to live, I don't want to live a life where going to the club and turning up is a highlight of my week. Like, I want to live a life where going on trips, going to galas, going to fundraisers, doing this and doing that. Like, I feel like we don't have no purpose to our lives no more, than we just living a life because it's so hard to live, because we got to worry about paying the rent and paying the bills and paying this, and then you got to be ashamed if you get a repo, if you get an eviction, if you get this, when it's so hard to live life. But now that everybody feeling it, people finna start understanding, you know, where it's coming from. But I don't know, I just feel like America is a ghetto, and if you want to leave America, do not feel ashamed, do not feel like you lost the battle. You winning the battle. America is ghetto, and they tricking y'all out y'all fucking spot, for real. And I'm coming back one day, and I still feel that way.
The new American dream is to leave. If you don't know me, my name is Michelle. 7 months ago, my boyfriend and I decided to leave the US for good, pack up all our shit, and move to Spain. Here's why. When I lived in America, I had a chef, nutritionist, and would only buy organic foods, worked out 7 days a week, and somehow I gained a shit ton of weight, developed thyroid issues, and a leaky gut. The fuck? I moved to Spain, I eat out almost every day, and somehow I've lost over 15 pounds since I've been here. That's because most of the chemicals that they use in America are not allowed here in Europe. Number 2 is a lifestyle. When we lived in America, we had the big house, we had the yard, we had the cars. All we wanted to do was stay home. Only time that we truly went out to enjoy life was on the weekends. In Spain, every day is like the weekend. You'll see friends and family out having dinner and drinks, and it's like 9 p.m. on a Wednesday night. Another huge perk for us is that we are 5 hours ahead of Eastern time. We can truly enjoy our mornings, meditate, go out to brunch, and we won't hear from anybody until hours later. And because we learned the skills to set up the proper systems for our online businesses, we now only work 2 hours a day, exactly how I'm able to enjoy this beautiful scenery on a Friday afternoon while my businesses in the background are producing income for me. When I moved here, I didn't have to worry about looking for a job. I moved out here to truly enjoy the beautiful lifestyle.
Is the new American dream just to leave America? Yahoo Finance thinks so. The new American dream is to leave. Most U.S. citizens don't believe hard work will get you ahead. Everyone knows by now it takes way more than just hard work to get ahead, and no one knows that better than us millennials. According to the Association of American Residents Overseas, 5.4 million Americans are expats. They want to live in a place where they don't need 2 or 3 jobs to just survive. Post-pandemic inflation has messed everything up. Everyone is more so worried about paying rent this month rather than long-term goals. So what's the option? But this Axios article really caught my attention. The American dream for some is leaving the US. Thanks to social media giving us a window into the lives of those who have been brave enough to leave, the rise of people applying for European visas has gone up since 2020. And a lot of countries offer digital nomad visas, which I've covered on my page: Japan, South Korea, Costa Rica. But I love this. This couple in their 50s said that they have been aging in reverse since leaving the American toxic hamster wheel. Like straight from the horse's mouth. So I want to know, what's your controversial opinion about leaving the United States? Let me know in the comments. This is a topic I've been all about.